Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Jaguars and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2, one of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, there's just nowhere to go, and in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Pollard. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some good plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. Room here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounce it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Prescott off play action. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Ready.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Ready.
They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day 1, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris, and I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number undrafted free agent, so you never know what you're going to get.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it leads off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville.